Hey everybody, I am gonna just go over a brief overview of something today. It's the Rode Wireless Go microphone, and it might be something that can help if you have the same problems that I do about going away from your mic. This might be a solution. This one's going to be a pretty quick little kind of an overview, not a full review. This just showed up in the mail. It's the Wireless Go by Rode microphones. I'd say out of my entire journey of learning how to do YouTube videos, my biggest hurdle has been audio. Like, I'm pretty familiar with video, the visual side of this, but the audio side is pretty far out there for me. It's something new, but I'm getting there. Gone through several different microphones. I did the Blue Yeti, whatever. I did a bunch of different microphones, and so far I have not found something that really worked for me. And it's not so much that the mics they're not good quality. I move around a lot when I'm filming, so I'm like here and there and moving around. It tends to be problematic because with most mics you have to be within a certain distance. Like, you have to stay in a certain kind of area for that microphone to be efficient. And what I'm hoping with this is actually a 2-unit system, transmitter and a receiver, and I'll basically just have the mic on me, and then that way I can move around. I haven't even given this a shot yet. I just wanted to go over what you get in the box, so anybody who's interested in buying one of these, you can check it out and see what you think about the build quality and the packaging and how they ship their stuff. But I'm excited to check it out. All right, so let's see what we got. I opened this up once already to check and see what, just everything was in here, and Rode did not make this easy to open. I guess they don't want people, wandering off with them or whatever, but I always like it when you buy something and it's not like super hard to get into. There we go. Making some progress. So imagine that this part right here is still sealed because I already opened that part. But zoop. All right, so inside you have a little instructional guide that basically walks you through what the indicators on the units are, the difference between the two units. You got the transmitter and the receiver. They look very similar in appearance. The receiver has a little LCD to let you know the status of the unit, like how it's working, and the receiver is just very minimal. There's just some lights on it. There's a little instructional infographic telling you just press the buttons for 3 seconds, they pair up, and you plug it into whatever input. Could be your camera, could be an audio recorder, whatever you want to hook it into. And then the other one's on you. And if you look like that guy, then you're set. Very carefully kind of wedge this. They just made this thing not easy. Unless you're very careful, you're gonna destroy this box trying to get this thing out of here. And I don't know about you guys, but I like to keep my boxes around, just in case I ever want to resell something. You put this part over here. These 2 little tunnels, and they have your charging cables inside. So you can just pop these out, and then you got the 2 units right here. There, get this out of the way, and there's a whole nother box of stuff. We'll get into that in a second. Ooh, here's one of my favorite things to do. You ready? You ready right here? These little protective films. I love doing this. I don't know why. I don't know why I enjoy that. I enjoy that so much. I don't know why. Just in case I gotta send something back, you don't want to lose them. Ready for round 2? Round 2. 1 and 2. That was probably really loud, and I'll have to turn it. Actually, you know what? No, it won't be. So last time my sound was all funkified, and so this time I put the mic way over there. But this will probably be the last time that I use this mic. I'll show you. It's like a little tiny condenser mic that I was using with a GoPro for a while, and it actually has okay sound. It's not super bad, but I sent back I had that Blue Yeti and the other Rode Video Go that I sent back, so I'm relying on this super. It's okay, it does the job, but hopefully this will be the last time I use that one because I'll be using these from now on. We'll see. But here's the 2 units. You got the receiver and the transmitter, and the 2 of them work in tandem to get. What are you barking at? It's the mailman. And you got these 2 charging cables. Something cool about the cable that I noticed earlier is when I like it when they come with these little keepers, like a little keeper to keep all your stuff together, or else your cables just get all over the place and it's really annoying. And when I went to take this off, I was a little bummed because it just pulled off, and so this is gonna get lost. I can tell you right now that this is gonna get lost immediately, which is gonna suck. Something cool that they did that I didn't expect. If you take your cable, whatever side you want to, in here, this is pretty smart. There's a little teeny piece of extra Velcro, so they just only attached it right here. So then there's this little pocket, and it's your choice. So if you're someone that doesn't like cable keepers, you don't have to do this. But if you do, like me, tuck that right there, and now you don't have to worry about it falling off. And it doesn't slide around too much, it's just right there, so now you got that. So you got your chargers. I don't know, I just thought that was really smart. I think it's a really smart idea. I hate it when this happens. So like when you have a cable keeper, eventually, you know, you end up losing that in your camera bag, or you drop it on the ground while you're running around doing other stuff and not focusing, and then your cable keeper is gone, and now you're like tying, you know, twisty ties around all your cables or something. Super smart. Like, that's cool that they let you have a choice. If you want to keep it on there, then it's just staying like right there. Bam, and it's not going to go anywhere. Good job, Rode. I like it. I like it. So you can just plug these guys in. I have not charged these yet, so they're probably going to need some charging before they get used. You got your USB in is right here on the side of the unit, and you also have a space for, I guess that's a monitor port if you wanted to use headphones to listen to what you're receiving. And then you can change your gain, and I guess you could switch what channel you're on if you're having problems linking the two units together. But as you plug this in, there it goes. So here's the transmitter, and let's take the USB port. So on the transmitter you have the mic. There's two attachment points for the little fuzzy wind blocker that they give you. A lot of people have been having problems with those falling off. We'll take a look at those in a second. And then you have a, if you wanted to use an additional lav mic, instead of using this as your only microphone, there is a port to plug in another lav mic, so you can run a mic. Yeah, I mean, you could run any mic you want into that. So technically you could have this on you and then have any microphone with a standard jack on it you could plug in here. So you could use like a large desk mic or whatever you want to use. As long as it has a standard mic cord and not a USB cord, you could plug that into here. So you could use this as a wireless transmitter for all sorts of mics, or you can just use the mic that's built in right there. You got a battery light indicator and a link indicator. The link indicator is super smart. That's really good because you can tell immediately if you're paired up or not. It would really suck to film an entire sequence of clips and then realize your mic wasn't on the whole time. So I really appreciate that they put that on there. That's a smart idea. So as you plug this in to charge, the battery indicator goes on and it looks like it's charging. So I'm just gonna put that over here for right now. On the other side, you got the transmitter, plug that in. The little thing just went off that it was charging. It's weird that it doesn't stay on longer. I didn't plug it in right. It's finicky, I guess. All right, so word of warning, I was just plugging that into a USB port that I don't think had enough power to, it was showing that it was charging, but the indicator on the front was being a little weird. So I plugged it into this one that runs into my computer, which has, I think, a higher voltage. And you hold this up there and plug it in. There you go. Get a little battery indicator on there telling you it's charging. So when I plugged it into the lower powered port, it didn't stay on. So if you're charging these, be careful and make sure your voltage is high enough to charge the units, because you might plug them in and then come back and they won't be charged. I don't know, that's just me theorizing. And as it starts to charge the LCD, the power on the LCD turns off, so it's not backlit. So it's charging, I can tell it's charging, but it's just sitting there doing its thing. So I'm gonna let those charge. But let's see what else we got in here. So inside the box, we got these little fuzzy microphone covers. A lot of people have had problems with these. I can see why. The clip on there, that is the wrong unit. It's too bad they don't make them like different colors. I guess, I mean, the LCD screen's pretty apparent, but put like a red dot on the recording side and a green dot on the receiver side or something. I'll probably just do that with tape. There you go. That's probably the first Rode Wireless Go mod on YouTube. Put colored tape to tell the difference because they look almost identical. So you got this little wind blocker. So the purpose of this is this fuzzy thing that snaps onto the top and gives your transmitter a little mohawk. It is kind of goofy looking. It looks like if what's that movie 2001, the monolith from 2001 and a troll doll had a baby. That's what it would look like. But the purpose of that is that the hair blocks the wind. So as the wind is blowing on this, it diffuses it some. I do like 90% of my filming inside. Maybe one day I'll start doing outdoor filming, but for right now, it's cool they give you two of them in case you lose one. I don't know that much about microphones, but it's too bad they didn't use a magnet, but a magnet might, I don't wonder if magnetic fields jack with audio inputs from microphones, so I don't know. Yeah, it seems like that's kind of a weird, it just clips on by pressure. So like the way it works is you just have, there's these two little holes. This is rubberized right here, so that's like a rubber collar and these two holes right here on the mic, and then these two prongs. Yep, see? These two prongs just tuck in there and hold it in. I mean, it's on there. It's not coming out, but I can see why people are freaking out about that a little bit. It does seem... It almost would be better with like a rubber band or something, like rubber banded around the unit and then held there. Like something that's slid in maybe. Like the way that these clips work in the hot shoe. Spoiler alert, we're gonna get to that later, but these are pretty cool. But do something like that, like a clip that slides in. I don't know, I think they said that they had a fix in the works, so we'll see. You know what? I'm just turning off my field monitor because I keep staring at that and I feel like you guys are like, Dave, make eye contact. My eyes are here and I keep looking at the monitor. So I'm just gonna use it to set up the shot and then I'm going blind from here on out. So if that turns off, I'm not gonna know. No, you know what? I'm not doing that. Because if it turns off, I'm not gonna know and I'll just have the willpower to not look at the monitor and look directly at you. Right there. In here, we got a package with a little springy cable. So this goes from the receiver. So it's got a port on here. You plug that in and you plug it into your camera. I'll show a shot of that. We'll jump to that. But you basically just goes in and whatever this is going to. So it doesn't have to be a camera. It could be a recording device. It could be your computer if you wanted to capture straight out of the computer. Whatever you want to plug this into. So this is just basically a magic portal between this microphone and here. Like you got this magic, whatever comes into this is gonna come out of here wherever this ends up. So, and you also have a port in there. So this is basically just like magical tiny Bifrost from Thor. Like this is a little tiny Heimdall in your pocket that you can transmit sound with. So whatever comes into this, if it's through the speaker that's built in or through whatever mic you plug in here, it could just teleports over to this receiver and then it goes wherever you want to put it. So what else we got in here? So yeah, you got that little springy cable, which is pretty cool. Charge cables, the units. You get a little of an extremely brief piece of documentation. That's your instructions right there. Actually, this isn't even instructions. It's just kind of some disclaimers. So you get that. You get an oxygen eater, keeping everything fresh. You get this little pouch that everything fits in, and that gives you a clue of how tiny this package is that everything you need to film your audio, to capture your audio, fits in here. Like compared to most mics, that's crazy. Like even really tiny mics that fit directly on the camera tend to be bigger than this. That's everything. That's the receiver, the mic itself, the transmitter, the receiver, and everything it takes to charge and hook it up can fit in this little package. That's pretty bonkers. That's pretty bananas in my opinion. But yeah, so you got your cables with those keepers that I think is super cool. It's very smart. That's just something that like right here, I got a keeper on this cable because I just hate dealing with cable mess. So yeah, here's what you get in the package. You got these two. You got the cable, you got the case. Yeah, I don't know that I'll ever use these, but it's nice to have them. So yeah, all that stuff packs down in here. And that's what you get in here. I have yet to use these yet, so I keep looking at the monitor. I gotta stop doing that. Focus. I need to put like Google eyes on the lens so it looks like a face looking at me, like googly eyes or something, because I keep looking like up at the monitor, but I need something, a big bullseye or a target or something. All these problems to overcome. Yeah, so that's what you get. Oh yeah, so something cool on here. So with the button-up shirt, you could put it between the buttons and have just the clip poking out, which a lot of people have been upset about the branding on the clip. I'm not, it doesn't really bother me that much. I mean, it's their product, they made it. Like, I don't know. I guess some people don't like the idea of like free advertising for Rode, but it's like in all of your descriptions, you put what gear you use. So, I mean, for most people, I'd say like, what, 90% of the people who do vlogs on YouTube post what camera and what mic they're using. So it's not like it's a secret, but to each their own, you know, if that doesn't. Something cool on the receiver for this is you know, you can put this wherever. You could duct tape it to something or rubber band it on, but this little clip right here is the exact same size as the hot shoe on a camera. So you just slide that into the hot shoe and now it's attached to your rig or your camera or however you're recording. Super smart. That was really intelligent. I like that. That's a good idea on there. And then this one you just clip to yourself. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give this, I haven't even tried using it. This is being filmed with my old condenser mic, so the next video I post will be a review, or it might be a review of something else, and I'll just be using this on there, and I'll give you guys my feedback on what I think about it. If the next review is filmed with this, then I liked it. If the next review is back to the wired mic, then this didn't cut the mustard, and I'm back to the wireless mic. But I have high hopes for this, so Rode, don't let me down. Like, this will be cool because I can walk all over the place and it won't drop in and out. So we'll see. All right.